Okay, we're waiting on Authoress Anoshi and Kole Black. He was here, and I don't know if he couldn't get in. I just sent him a message and told him I saw him. So we're just waiting on those two, and then we'll get the show under, going about that. She always running late. She's probably putting on her makeup. Pause the recording. Okay, so we recording. Okay, I got Kole Black here, Queen of troublemaker. You know.
Well, if I wasn't a troublemaker, then what?
I don't know, child. Here we go. So we're here today to introduce you people, and a lot of y'all already know Kole Black, but yeah, he's here with us. And what happened? You went out and can't got back in, girl?
You know, hit me, bring me back in.
Why you can't play right? You one of them children on the you one of them kids on the playground always cause problems. Uh-oh. She done I lost her. Oh, what you did?
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
what you did? Oh, you
I
signed off for something else?
Yeah, I went out of the phone and came onto iPad so I can see.
Oh, okay. I like that blouse. Go ahead on this thing.
Yeah.
Um, gotta go shake it. Child, we ain't having no stripper day. Okay, cause I ain't gonna tell you how bad she is, Cole. But anyway, I want to welcome Cole, and he sings. I was listening to Cole's music today while I was writing. I'm gonna tell you, Cole, "Naturally Beautiful" is my song. Okay, I play that one all the time. Of course, I'm on Spotify, so I can listen to all your music.
He wrote that for me.
What about you?
He wrote that song for me.
He wrote that for you. Oh, she claimed everything. Child, just ignore her. All right, Cole, what you got to say? Did we lose him?
I think so.
I'm here. It
Okay.
blinked me out. I'm having technical difficulty.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what happened?
So yeah, I am so glad to be here today. And I mean, we have tried to like link up for the show like so many
Yeah.
other times, but I be having technical difficulties and all kind of mishaps, and but I'm so glad to be here today. And I'm glad to be back with my sisters, Anoshi and Miss Stephanie.
Yeah.
And because we all go way back. We are we are now veterans in this
Yes.
publishing game.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
we are.
remember when we all first started, we was like, how we gonna do this? How do we get? I mean, like, we trying to do the book thing and trying to link up with the readers, and it was all so new and like it was. I mean, it was a beautiful experience though to get started with something because we like the OGs in this game now.
Yeah.
We started out. We started the Amazon Kindle thing out.
But
When it was first.
it now because of COVID, people aren't buying as many books as they used to buy. A lot of
Well,
them, well, the Kindle, a lot. Well, let me tell you, you men sell more books than we women, and I know she agree on that. When they see you men out there and you say I'm selling a book, hey, they gone. Okay, we go out and say we selling a book, hey, it just sits there, right? I know.
That's very much true. It's very much true. We have a hard time. It's almost like you got to take a man with you when you go to these book signings and stuff, and let them hustle for you.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? I mean, I got a lot of followers on Facebook, but and I got some people that buy my books. Of course, I haven't wrote anything in a while. I'm gonna try to get some stuff out now that we getting rid of Trump. But
Oh yeah.
thank you, Jesus. But
Hey,
We
did y'all
got
hear the
to.
news? Did y'all hear the news?
what? Yeah.
Biden is our president. Is that
Yes.
true?
It's
Mhm.
true.
Man.
Yeah.
So that actually means Miss Kamala Harris is actually our president
Vice
because
president.
well, she'll be president soon because think he going I don't think
Well,
he gonna hold up.
he only gonna stay for one term, so she'll be doing it in 2024.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna make it. Cause
I
do you see what
don't
a
know. Joe do
presidency
stuff I
does?
can't do. I wouldn't say that. He must. I seen Joe do stuff I can't do.
A
Okay,
presidency is hard on a person.
it is, but you know what? That man been through a lot, and he's anointed. Like I tell people, you read the scriptures, and he's following the path of Moses. Okay, so That's my
I
thing.
prayed.
I prayed for him, but I've been following
Yeah.
Joe before nobody else did. I'm gonna tell you. So me and Joe been there.
Well, Barack Obama picked him as his running mate, so that says
Hmm.
something about it. That says something about the man's character.
Yeah.
And uh, I just pray for his strength, and I pray for the strength of the vice president, Ms. Kamala Harris, and I pray for peace,
Yes, I
for
do.
this country because it's in so much turmoil right now, and it's but on the other hand, peace comes by force.
Mm,
When we can't just have peace and keep going on like we've been going on. We can't be
that's
peaceful
true.
that way because that way wasn't working. That was peace at the cost of our liberty.
Mm,
That wasn't working. So, things are being shaken up, and we're going to see a brand new world at the end of this when we come out on the other end. It's going to be a brand new America, a brand new world, and hopefully it'll all be for the better.
well, I'm claiming the two black senators in Atlanta. Okay, there you
Mm,
go.
I
That's
all
like
going that's gonna give Joe Biden. He gonna be president. He'll have the House and the Senate. There you go.
all
that's true.
right.
You know what, Cole? I like what you said when you said peace comes from force.
It does.
Because the truth of it is, love will prevail, but you still have to fight for love.
That's true.
And when you're fighting for live love, you always don't have that peace at first.
That's right. That's right. And you can't have peace by laying down up under the hands of evil. Yeah, it'll be quiet, but you'll be dead. And you'll be taken advantage of and in slavery, enslaved, and all kind of other stuff. Peace is not the Most High God would not have us be at peace with being enslaved.
Mm.
That's not how He would have us to be peaceable with being stepped on and used. So what He's setting up is a revolution, just like had to come when we were enslaved up under the Egyptians, because it's the same thing, Babylon.
That's
We
what
have
makes
to.
me so angry with a lot of young black people who don't read their history.
Hmm.
They get pissed off about slavery. I said, then you need to be pissed off at the people in Africa because they was the ones sold you to the white man. Okay,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. So there you go. That's where it started. So don't get over here saying, yeah, the white people did a lot of things, but they sold us to the white man. Okay,
Right,
so
right,
we got to deal with that. Now, Queen of Notion, I
right.
know she over there having a hissy fit, so I got to let her talk.
Hmm.
I'm not having no hissy fit. I'm listening because just to go into his music, when he said that peace comes from force,
Mm-hmm.
it reminded me of his very first song.
Hmm.
Because he was in a, and I don't want to speak for you, but just knowing him, because when he did his very first song, he sent a rough draft to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, this is going somewhere. But he was in the middle of his own personal storm.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was
I
he,
remember.
yeah, you was in a lot of pain, but you
Yeah,
still put forward.
yeah. I mean,
So,
artistry. We a lot of our work is cultivated through pain,
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, as artists, the pain is expressed through art, and sometimes that's the way that we get, our works through the birth of pain, and through that process. But it's important that, I want to tell everybody that, when you're going through something, know you're going through it. It's a through place. It ain't where you going. It's not your final destination. And that's
Mm-hmm.
an easy thing to say to someone that's going through, and it's a tough thing to hear while you're going through it, because while you're going through the storm, it feels like the end of the world.
Hmm.
But I'm here to tell you that, I done been in some dark places, some scary places, and I thought that it was absolutely the end, and that's the way I was gonna end up. And I thought my best days were behind me, but God, uh, He was carrying me
Hmm.
because that one set of footprints that I looked back and saw, I said, Lord, I was by myself. I was praying to you, and where were you? He was carrying me.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't,
Mhm.
I couldn't walk no more. So he picked me up. That's the one set of footprints that's back there. So he carried me through the dark times, and it's important that we stay encouraged and that we keep encouraging each other.
Yes.
And in my dark time, I know she was one of my, my biggest supporters and the biggest cheerleader that said, keep on, you can do it. You gonna get through this thing. And
Yes, you disappeared, and I was like, hold up. So I was dialing numbers, and I'm like, what?
Now she
Where
finna
it go?
read you now. I'm just warning you,
oh
cause
man.
oh child, she's a mess. I just want to tell you. I have to talk to
But
this heifer every day, or it'd be a fight.
Yes. I was like, okay, now ain't none of these numbers working. And I said ain't, so I went country, right? None of these numbers are working. I'm on Facebook looking, and I'm like, hold up. Then all of a sudden, in my inbox, here come a song.
well,
Eh,
sometimes we had to, sometimes we had to take a step back and get quiet and retreat to a place of
You're right.
prayer and regroup. Because uh, like I said, tough times seem like the end of the world, but they're not. And but it's just important to to keep going and keep the faith and keep your hand in God's hands, and He'll see you through. Definitely don't give up. And I'm preaching to myself too, because it's been some times during that period when I was like, I can't do this. There's no way I'm gonna make it out of this. These circumstances. I mean, but the Lord knew that He had something great for me on the other end, and that but He was gonna have to pick me up and carry me through to get me there. So I had to let Him.
That's good.
That is
Wa-
good.
Wow. So, in writing your songs, tell me what was the process?
Hmm.
Well, my process is a lot of times like I hear a melody in my head. Um, I'm always in creation mode, whether it's a storyline for a book or a play, or I got all these little scraps of papers and tidbits of inspiration because things strike me totally at random. So my phone is all filled up with little melodies and little tagline ideas,
Hmm.
um, that sometimes I use immediately. Sometimes they're they're just put in my little storage bin. But my creative process is really just uh, I'm granted an idea, that I believe that comes from um, life, things going on around me, um, and they, like I said, they present themselves in the form of a melody or in the form of a few words strung together, and I kind of push through the idea until I get something tangible. And you know the creative process is one that comes a lot of times when you're in the midst of, like we say, we're going through the storm. So it's really hard sometimes to get to to get yourself in the disciplined place of not only having a creative inspiration, but finishing out an idea, having the discipline. That's the creative discipline and um, the technical ability to harness an idea and put it into a fixed and tangible form. Because we get all kind of ideas constantly, but you have to be disciplined also when you receive those ideas to have a process of implementing and fleshing out those ideas so that they don't just get away from. So I've been, with the literary writing, I've been writing since my first book came out in 2007.
Mm.
So I've been, the chance she took. So with that, I learned a lot about the creative process of writing in literary form and story form. And I've been doing music since I was like 15 or 16 years old. Really before that, because my grandmother had me singing in the church and all. Uh, so I was constantly exposed to music, and she sat me down and taught me the piano, and my uncle taught me guitar, and so I was introduced to those things early. Creative expression, but the writing process itself um, developed much later, and it's been something that I've had to develop and refine. And especially like music, I kind of been away from it for a few years when I got involved in literary publishing. So I was kind of focused on my book thing, and I kind of stepped away from the music for a while. But um, I had the opportunity to, explore some musical opportunities, and it just blossomed into, what it's turning into now. I didn't think that it was going to be a permanent endeavor. I thought I was just going to do this one song, and then that was going to be it. But then, the response and more opportunities kept opening up. I kept meeting, new people, and connecting with other artists. And I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to do um, music again, and to have the opportunity to express myself musically. And I'm so grateful that people are receiving it and that people are connecting with it. Um, I'm really grateful that they're giving me an opportunity, and they're listening to my music and enjoying it, and I'm building new connections and things like that um, through the music itself. Again, to say that I'm grateful is a huge understatement. I'm grateful and really shocked, um, but in a good way. So it's been a ride, uh, and I'm really grateful, to have the opportunities that are in front of me right now.
I can say though that the author Kole and the R&B artist Kole are really two different people.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because when you hear his music, especially a man who finds a good wife finds a good
Yes,
thing,
I
right?
like that one too.
You hear that song, then you go read the Chance series.
He write like you,
Like,
huh?
yeah, yes. You see, I start
Okay.
giggling.
Then hey, I already know if he write like you.
So when you listen to his music and then you go to the book, you be like, is this his alter ego? Because this is not the same person.
yeah, that's
That's how you write.
it's a dichotomy. It's definitely, so my books, those stories examine the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Those stories flesh out the dark parts of life and present cautionary tales of, things that um, go wrong when the not so pretty side of humanity is exact.
Hmm.
It's still our human uh essence and our the human experience. But with my music, I wanted to, especially with the music business being as it is today, with so much negativity and so much focus on money, cars, and um, you know, taking advantage of women and the degrading of women. I wanted to take the opportunity that I had, with my music to um, talk about love and to talk about, things that are commitment and honor, respect, and exalting and lifting up the woman and
Mm.
praising her and giving her the respect that God commands that she receives.
Hmm.
That's what I wanted to do. That's my mission with my music. So I'm very careful about the things that I do and I say in my music because this is a second chance for me musically, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are giving me their ear and supporting me, and I want to be sure to exhibit and put the spotlight on something that's worthwhile because it's enough garbage out there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't need that, but what we did need is, more focus on love, respect, honor, appreciation, the positive aspects of, human interaction. I got some broken hearted love songs too, but I'm not going to indulge in anything creatively, musically, on the creative side that does anything to degrade or shame a woman or the relationship between a man or a woman or myself because I'm too old to be talking about money, cars, and hoes and all that kind of stuff because that's
Right.
foolish. That's foolishness, even even for a young
It
person.
is.
But
It
they don't
is.
know it. They don't know it. I know better. So I'm going to talk about the truth that I know, what I've learned over, my 40 plus years on this earth. And that love is real, God is real, and um, the things that you reap what you sow.
Hmm.
So like I said, it's enough musical garbage out there. So I didn't want to be the one to contribute to any more of that. So everything that I do going forward is going to, be my futile attempt to uh, bring some positivity and light to the earth.
Mm.
I agree. I grew up in the R&B era, okay?
Mhm.
And when they could sing. Nowadays,
Right.
people don't sing. They have musical instruments that, projects that they're singing, but it's garbage.
Mm.
But when I listen to your music, because now when I write, I put you on, okay?
Oh wow!
So,
Thank you.
so
I'm so
you
flattered.
put me in the mood to write because it takes me back to my R&B. Because when I'm writing, I have to go to a certain new types of music, and you are one of my favorites. So there you
Oh
are. I
wow!
put you
Thank
on,
you.
and I put you on Spotify, and I write.
Wow, Stephanie, I'm so honored. Thank you for that. And I mean, I'm just I'm humbled and I'm blessed to be able to have an opportunity to spread a musical message that that people are receptive to. And I think that like I said, it's enough garbage out there. It's enough nonsense, things that, encouraging people to do things that are harmful, things that we do in our youth that we think is cute, running and hopping from this bed to this person to that person. These are things that kids do, young people do that they don't know any better. But, once they see the error in their ways, hopefully they haven't already destroyed themselves. But
Mm.
I was blessed to make it to the other side of, my um, should I say my reckless youth, the
Hey, we
things
all
I did
been there.
when I didn't know any better.
We all been
But
there except for her. She ain't gonna never admit she always perfect.
Queen, I know she.
Yeah,
Well,
she
look.
always perfect.
Well, first off, I'm in my youth right now.
See,
Right.
that's what I told you. Didn't I tell you? I'm telling you, I
I,
don't know.
I haven't moved past 18, so I'm just
Okay,
saying.
okay,
But
and
I'm
we
innocent.
all pray that lightning don't strike us. Okay,
But I'm innocent. I'm
I know
innocent.
you're innocent.
I
Now,
write my books. I
yeah,
write my
you
books,
write
but
those innocent books that I have to go take a shower after I read them. Okay,
Right.
don't believe that, Cole.
Hey, I done read your books. I know.
thank you.
I already know.
You know,
You know, I
Cole
yeah.
was one of the very first people to buy my books,
Hmm.
and it
And he
encouraged.
had to go hose himself off. I know.
I'm sure, because
I did. I did. But it was worth it.
I know. Now I love her books. Don't get me wrong, but you need a shower after you read them. I'm just gonna say.
well, I got to shower while I'm writing them, so
Right.
you know,
Exactly.
what do you
Now,
expect?
Cole, tell us about Chance. We've been talking
Mm,
about your music, and I'm picking up some vibes from Chance, but I want to hear from you as the writer what your perspective was on Chance.
mm.
What was it? Somebody you met in your past, or did you take people and merge them into one character?
Well, I'm often asked, um, am I Chance? And the answer to that is I think that every author, when they're creating character, especially their protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
when you write from the aspect of that person, there are elements of yourself that are involved in the creation of the character archetype. Um, but I think Chance is the guy that um, every woman dreams of.
Mm-hmm.
He's intelligent and confident and successful and uh, kind and caring and romantic and thoughtful and you know very very uh, protective and potentially dangerous
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the protection and the defense of those he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
So and also, Chance has been some places in his life that you know um, he wasn't always an angel, but he is definitely of high moral fiber and character.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't always been perfect. And in writing Chance, I basically tried to tell the story of a good guy um, who was trying to do who tries to do the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but we live in the real world, and sometimes, the good guys have to, get their hands a little dirty, in order to accomplish certain goods. You know, like we said earlier on in the conversation, peace is not always accomplished by peaceful means. Sometimes peace is acquired by force and by violence. That's what wars are. Wars are, and God said it's a time and a place for everything. It's a time for war. It's a time for peace. It's a time for
Mm-hmm.
love. A time for hate. A time to speak out. A time to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So, chance is a dichotomy.
Mm.
Chance is a uh, a peaceable man of refinement and culture, but he's also a individual who has the potential to be, um, very, very dangerous
Mm-hmm.
if provoked. So, and he loves hard, and he fights hard for what he loves and believes in. And he's involved with Rayqelle,
Mm-hmm.
who um, has good intentions, but she's also scarred on the inside, from the things that happened to her in her past. And, she tries to be good, but, sometimes being bad is just so much better. And she's selfish, um, but she loves who she loves, and she is, a very, very complicated woman, and Chance happens to love her, with everything inside of him. So loving a person who's dysfunctional can bring about some interesting, um, situations and a whole lot of chaos, and that's kind of what presents itself in a lives of Chance and Rayqelle. A whole lot of interesting and chaotic situations and problems to resolve, uh, you know. But they are, very much in love, and where we last left off with Chance, in chapter 5, Chance went out to find Sonny Arcane, who, um, he believes is responsible for shooting up his house and, um, critically injuring a a young art student who he was, uh, taking in as a foster child. It's kind of taking care of him because, he was having problems at home, so he came to stay with Chance, and, um, someone rode by and shot at Chance's house, and he believes it to be Sonny Arcane,
Mm.
which actually turned out to be, the young man Demetrius is, who, was critically injured in the shooting of the house. Sonny Arcane actually turned out to be Demetrius's natural his father.
He shot
Mm-hmm.
his own son?
Uh, uh, if if he's the shooter, and if
Mm.
he's responsible, and because he's a big one of the big time gangster elements, and this is
Mm.
taking place in Miami Beach.
Mm. Good
So
place to have it. Good place to
yeah,
write it in.
yeah. So that's kind of where it is, and Chance went out to exact his revenge against Sonny Arcane, and, um, in the middle of a hurricane.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A Category 4 hurricane just hit Miami, and so Chance is missing in the hurricane.
I've lived through category fours in Florida, so believe me, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
This book will put you on a roller coaster though.
yeah,
The
yeah. It's a
description,
roller coaster ride.
yeah, the description that Cole gave, it's his book, so he gonna give it like that great. No, no, no. This book had me up and down. I was angry, then I was sad, then I was like, "What the heck?" Then I was mad at Raquel. Then I was mad at Aisha. Then I was like, "Man, are you serious? Like, are
You
you
mad
going
at
out like
everybody.
this?" Yeah. But then now, these are my favorite parts. The his way of writing the erotic scenes,
Hmm.
it literally draws you in to just like, some people say I had to skip because that was too hot. Like for me, I'm like,
The
just give me a
porno
glass
Oh.
of
queen
water.
says too hot. Okay.
Yeah, not for me though. I just got a glass of water and just kept on. But
Oh my God, it's got to be scorching hot then. If she had to do that, I'm just saying.
woo!
Yeah.
And she know it.
Oh gosh. No, but it was so well written.
Hmm.
I really, really enjoyed it. And so when it was over, I was waiting like I need more. Like it became
Mhm.
addictive.
Well,
Literally because I was able to take little bits of Raquel herself, and then I became her. Like I literally was in there like, oh my gosh, this feels like me.
Hmm. Well, you
well,
know it's a
then I,
good book.
well,
Mm-hmm.
then my mission was accomplished. Then and I thank you for that. That's a huge compliment. As an author, you know yourself that your goal is to take a reader into another world, into to take them away from their
Comfort
their day
zone.
to day, and yeah, to take them, put them in another place and transport them into uh somewhere where they an escape. That's what we provide as artists. Our work, our mission is to provide um, mental and emotional escape for the reader, for the listener. Um, that's the goal. Every time I sit down to write a song, or when I start to construct, a musical piece, or I'm writing a story, it's my goal to make that thing so rich that the person that is experiencing it, that's it. It needs to be an experience. And I like, what we do as writers is really like God has given us a magic wand of sorts to create worlds and to create situations that totally engulf a reader or a listener's imagination. A well-written scene should bring about the sense of touch. It should bring about the sense of uh, they should be able to smell the scene. They should be able to
Hmm.
feel feel the heat or the
Yes.
temperature in the room. They should be able to actually feel the essence of what's going on. They should be there. That's our job as writers, to transport and to provide a diversion from the real world. Uh, so that's why we also have to be careful about, you can transport people to all sorts of places, and create all sorts of imagery, And even with, the riskier things that we create, storyline wise, it should always come back to a place of reckoning.
Mm.
It should always come back to a place where, yeah, this person indulged in these things, or you know, they they robbed and stole and cheated, but what's the ultimate effect? What was the cost? I
Mm.
always like to count the cost at the end of my stories.
Mm-hmm.
Add up the total of what was lost and gained. Because in the real world, yeah, you partake, but it's a cost to be paid for everything that we do, good or bad.
That makes a lot of sense.
It
So
does.
how do you you're writing your book, you're writing the next book now. How are you doing that? How are you balancing writing your music and then writing your book? His mic went out.
Uh-oh. Cole, I can't, from here, I can't adjust your mic, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
There it
I,
is.
I pop out. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's a balancing act. And it's a discipline. Right now, I've been trying to get a few musical projects out of the way. Um, I'm I'm sort of on a contractual deadline that I have to meet with my musical projects
Mm-hmm.
before spring. So I'm kind of under the gun with that, but I'm also trying to, balance in time to finish the next book, and a couple of other projects as well, some TV web stuff that I'm working on. So it is a balancing act, but you also kind of have to take opportunities as they come.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now, my immediate focus is completing my musical project before the end of February.
Okay.
And so hopefully I'll have the next Chance book out by the summertime, by June.
Have you ever thought of bringing your music and your books together, like
Mm.
maybe having an artist in your book that will be singing some of your music?
Wow. Good. Good.
Um, so I am kind of trying to tie some musical elements together with the literary side. I haven't quite. So all my books are in audio through Audible,
Mm-hmm.
but they're already produced and they were done like years ago. So, but what I am thinking going forward is an enhanced audio version of the books where there's sound effects and things like that going on. Like you can hear the footsteps, and along with the
Mm.
voices, and hear the doors opening and closing, and hear the cars going by, and hear the ocean and the waves crashing outside of Chance's house, and the gunshots going off, and you hear them scuffling and falling down the steps, and all that theatrical. Yeah, really like it, looking to enhance, theatrically enhance the audio books, and there'll be some musical elements included there as well.
Are you working on any videos for your music?
I'm actually at a video shoot right now with my fiance, and she's actually doing where we just finished a song together. Her name is Asia Lunsford, and I'll be
Mm.
introducing her this week. And you guys are kind of getting a little pre, and she's actually sitting right here,
Well,
and
you can let
she's
us see
listening
her.
in. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, because
Can
we
you-
don't see you, so we want to see
Oh,
her.
you don't see me?
Mm-mm.
No.
We just see your name.
Because I'm on the phone.
Oh, you know what? If he on the phone, I don't think it'll show him.
That's why I was trying to go. I was trying to go through my iPad, but it wouldn't
Yeah, and
let
we
me.
tried to do that too, so we were saying something's wrong with my iPad today.
Yeah, it is because I finally got into mine, but it took me a while to be able to log into the iPad.
Mm,
Sometimes Zoom isn't compatible with the iPads at all. I don't know what be going on.
I don't
So
either.
what
And you
I
know,
have to
we
do,
we've been having problems getting in here, so believe me, we know.
so when you drop your video, we want to be the exclusives. You know what? If I need to
Okay.
fly if I need to fly into Florida and Stephanie and I will be the commemorate. I can't even think of the word, but we'll come in there and we'll introduce your
Yeah, we
live.
will,
You know
cause I live in Florida. So there you go.
how?
I told him I
So
live in Florida.
I'm in Ohio right now.
Okay, but now
Okay.
Florida's my
So
home.
Well,
okay,
you
okay.
well if we need to come in, let us know because we
I
want
know
the
that's right.
we want to be the first ones to say live from wherever with
Thank
Kole
you.
Right.
Black.
But we actually wrap it up shooting today,
Okay.
Okay.
and we actually just wrapped a couple of hours ago,
Hmm.
and so they'll be editing and putting everything together, and hopefully to have it released, the video done, by the end of the month or so. By the time Black Friday hits. But yeah, so we did a song together, and it's called "Can I Sing You a Love Song?"
That's why you kept posting that on Facebook.
Right, you know me. There's always a tie-in,
But I
You.
but
know I was waiting. I was like something coming up because he asking too much. If
Uh-huh.
it's your book
I
or something.
know it too. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. Can I sing you a love song? It's a duet, um, and it's basically saying, it's talking about the communication, between a man and a woman,
Hmm.
and just kind of. Well, I'll let her tell you from her aspect. Introducing Miss Asia Lunsford.
Okay, welcome, Asia.
Hi, how
Yay,
are
we
you?
always like meeting people.
He would put me on the spot.
But
I know.
we're gonna be easy on you. So tell me what was it like singing this song? How did it make
Hmm.
you feel?
I loved it. I loved it for one because it's quality time for, for us.
Hmm.
And I really love to be able to do something together, to be able to sing together. So,
But she's a poet. She writes poetry, and
Mm.
she also, obviously, she's a musician. She sings and writes music, but she also is a a literary artist as well. She's an author, and her book series is called the Grace series, and it's
You have
about
to
a
interview
woman.
her then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you will love it. It's a woman who's escaping a domestic abuse relationship.
Sounds like my type. I write about domestic abuse in my book.
Yeah, yeah,
So give
very.
us the link. Let us know the link so that we can read it
Yeah,
and
we
then
like to read it. One
interview
of
her.
us have to
Yeah.
read your book before we interview you. And she read your
Okay,
book, and I like your music, so that's how we did it.
okay, okay. So yeah, so her name is Asia Lunsford, ASIALUNSFORD, and
Okay.
she is author Asia Lunsford.
Oh my goodness.
you're going to make sure you spell it right.
I
Look,
see.
and I
Well,
made
that's
sure
good. At
I wrote
least he love you, girl.
I made sure that I wrote it down too because I don't want to have to inbox him and say, what was that again?
And she
Because I don't,
will.
I don't want to get fussed at or nothing like that, you know.
Because she
Uh,
will inbox him. I'm just saying. Yeah, she will.
but we are, yeah, just finishing up our music video shoot today,
Mm.
and it was nice. It was a lot of work, and uh, it's like shooting a video is it's tedious.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a lot of cutting and starting and stopping and lights, and you got to be tilted and sitting the right way and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot. I'm glad I don't, I'm glad I'm not an actor or a movie star or nothing like that. It's
He
like,
should be.
no, 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 no,
Well,
no, no.
he
with
he
that,
would do
with that
well.
being Well, with that being said, your fiance has spoken, so that means that we're gonna be looking forward in the near future for at least book one of the chance she took to become a movie, right?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. We
Mm-hmm. That
definitely looking.
sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying that part of the web series,
Mm-hmm.
we're cultivating a adaptation, a television adaptation of the Chance.
Good for you. Quite a few
So
writers are actually, making movies of their books on
yeah,
Facebook.
absolutely.
It's quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So but it's a lot going on, and I'm tired and burning the candle at both ends, but I'm great.
But you should be. You are an excellent author. You are an excellent writer. And I know that when we write, read Aisha's book, she's an excellent writer. I just know it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
to have
Oh
two
yeah.
beautiful people come together, like I see why you sing how you sing because you're
Yes, it makes
hey,
sense because he got inspiration.
yeah, inspiration, and you have this blessing that a lot
Yes,
of
he
people
does
would.
have a mixed blessing. Yes,
So congratulations on that.
yes.
Because we came up like you said earlier, we came up in the ranks together, so we
Yeah.
know a lot of each other's pains. And to
Yeah.
see someone finally find happiness, you all you can do is be like, I don't know what it's just like overjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I mean, like, so musically, I can now come from a place of, happiness and love. And maybe that's why I don't really write a lot of negative. I got some heartbreak songs though for you. Don't think because I done been through it. But my
But I'm gonna
heart
be
is not
honest with you.
broken.
See, my nephew he was in a band because I used to
Uh,
have to follow him everywhere he went because
mm,
he was 15 when he started. Okay, so wherever he went, I
okay.
had to go. But now do you play? I know you play the guitar. So do you
Uh
have
huh.
your own musical studio in your home?
Yeah, I have a studio here at home, and I have like all my friends are writers and producers.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back and forth at each other's studios, and um, it's like with technology today, the way it is, you can do a lot of things that before that you had to go into a big $1 million studio to do. You
Studio
can
and
do
do,
you can
uh-huh.
yeah you can do those things at home,
Mhm.
for a lot less money. So I'm like right now, they say in the Bible, such a time as this, it's a lot going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
world has changed so much, and but there's so many opportunities that are available right now that just 5 or 10 years ago would not have been available. You know, the ability to reach. So my audience and my followers, my core group, a a lot of them came from the people who knew my books. So
Mm.
that's who, as my core musical audience started out as, the people who were, supporters of the Chance series. So now to be able to, put together, a musical project and have the ability to release to a ready-made audience, that's phenomenal,
Yes.
because so many people, do things, or they do, put together creative works, and they say, well, how am I going to get anybody to listen to it? Or how am I going to reach people? Social media has given you the ability to reach people and touch folks, that would have been impossible for you to reach 20 years ago. You would have had to have a record label to do PR work and put you on the radio and put you on TV and run magazine ads. You can
Yes.
reach those same people through social media for free.
Mm-hmm.
And
It,
you
but I
know,
mean,
you being having written a book and you were so well known for the Chance series, when your music came out, all of the people that was into your writing, they were ready. They was ready to hear what Kole Black was about to sing.
Mm-hmm.
right. Well,
You know,
I'm grateful. I'm
yeah,
grateful for that.
yeah, because you had already set the groundwork. And it was like, now if he's a great author, I just want to know now how great of a singer he's gonna be.
Right. Well, like I said, 20 years ago, this would have been impossible. It would have to reach the amount of people and to build, to have to get the reception that I have right now. It would have required, RCA or MCA,
Mm-hmm.
or Russell Simmons or somebody like that getting behind you. My first song that I put up, which was, I Can't Breathe, in honor
Mm-hmm.
of George Floyd, and the tragic incident that happened. My first song release on Facebook got like 6,000 views in a week.
Wow,
So
that's good.
for you to get 6,000 people to listen to your song on the radio, do you
Mm-hmm.
know how much money that would cost? And
Mm-hmm.
6,000 radio plays. Tony Braxton doesn't get 6,000 radio plays in a week. She might, but the record companies are paying thousands of dollars for that. And I was able to reach 6,000 people with my little song in a week. I'm like, and I was blown away by that. Like, that's the power of social media right now. You can just about do anything that you want to do. The
That
time
is
is now.
true. So tell us, where can we find your music, as well as where we can find your books?
Okay. Well, my books are, anywhere books are sold. Amazon, Barnes and Noble. You can, the brick and mortar bookstores that, you can pre-order them, like through Barnes and Noble. I don't think Borders is around anymore.
Yeah, I don't
But
think so. Yeah.
but so my music is available through Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music. Just search me by Kole Black Music, and all my music is available. You can stream my music on iTunes and Spotify, and you can purchase my music at Amazon.
Uh-oh,
It
we
went-
lost him.
yeah, it went out again.
And
Because I
I'm
know it's
sorry. So I got a
okay.
I
So
got a
your
new
music
song
is
dropping.
copyrighted, right?
Oh yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
it's so many people that steal stuff. That's why I just remind people. You'd be
Yes,
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
surprised how many authors don't copyright their books. So
yeah, yeah. Now, well, the business and paperwork come first.
thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
But you can buy my books and my music through Amazon, um, and also through iTunes. My books are available in audio form as well as my music. And I'll be dropping a new song this week, um,
Oh,
called "Can I Sing You a Love Song?"
yeah. Uh-huh.
That's going to be featuring Miss Asia Lunsford,
Uh-huh.
and this is going to be her debut, uh, and her musical debut. And you can also check out her books on Amazon as well, and barnesandnoble.com, and Kobo Books, author Asia Lunsford. And she'll be accompanying me this week for the debut of our new song, Can I Sing You a Love Song? And I'm so grateful to you, Stephanie and Queen Enoshi, for having me and giving me the opportunity to sit down with you guys. It's been so long. And, like I said, we go way back. And it's an honor to have had the opportunity
Well, it's an
to spend
honor
this
for
time
us.
with
I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and I'm gonna send you the link so you can share it with all
you.
your
Oh,
people.
thank you.
So
Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
And
it's
with
going to YouTube. So it is uploading.
Oh,
And I will send you the. You want me to send you the link through
yes, please.
Messenger? Okay.
Yeah, Messenger. That'll
Okay.
be good.
Okay.
and Miss Asia, look forward to us. I'm going to be going on today to look for your books. So be looking for an invite soon to come on and talk about your stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I
more
have to
than welcome.
work around her. I'm just telling y'all, if it takes us a while, Miss Fancy Pants over here, I never know when I can hook her up to do anything. But Asia, you
Okay.
on here, so I got to be nice. So I can't tell you how she really is. Okay.
Hey, but
Don't worry.
she's in my friends list on
Okay.
Facebook. So Asia Lunsford.
Okay.
So you could look her up and send her a friend's request.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do that.
I'm gonna do
We
that
will do
right
that.
now so we won't forget. But
Okay.
I appreciate you allowing us to interview you today.
I am too. It was a good interview. It's always problems getting into in the Zoom. People don't realize it, but it is. And but I'm glad we got here. We're gonna try to talk to you again after before you can blow up, and then you forget who we are. You know how it is.
No, no, yeah, no, we go way back. We go way back to the beginning. We day one.
Okay, and Cole, I'm letting you know I'm putting your music and your name in one of my books. So there you go.
Oh shucks. For
Whoa, whoa,
real?
whoa, whoa, wait, hold up, hold up. No, I'm
Why?
supposed to be first.
You see, she is such a
Oh,
brat. You see what I'm saying? Ooh.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
gonna let
thank
her.
you.
That's all right. I'm gonna let her.
Oh,
I'm gonna
she
let
gonna
her.
let me
Cause
do it.
yeah,
Did
cause
you
what
hear
I'm gonna
that?
do is when I do my next book, I'm gonna use your name and Asian name as my characters. Boom.
And
Oh,
she will, because I use her name in my book. So there you go.
oh, okay.
All
Wow.
right,
I'm
thank you
I'm
guys.
honored.
And I'm gonna send you the link. It'll probably be tomorrow.
Okay.
And so you can share it to everybody. Just tell them hit subscribe. It costs them nothing, but I'll probably put a note on there and let them know. And they
All
can
right.
listen for free. Okay?
All right. Be sure to tag me in the post too on Facebook when you post it up.
I will.
All
I
right.
surely will.
Thank you
And
so
I'll
much
put
for
Asia
having
name
us.
in there too, since she was there. How about that?
All
We're
Thank
not
right.
gonna
you.
put this other woman's name on there, okay?
But thank you again, and be looking out for the new single to drop. It's coming out on Wednesday. Can I
Ooh,
sing you a love song?
Well, make
okay.
sure you tag us. So
I
I mean,
will.
We
Yes,
want to be
please
the
do.
first ones. Look, we want to be the first ones tagged so we can do the
Okay.
production and stuff like that.
All right. We got
Okay.
you.
All right, Cole. All
All
right,
right.
I'm gonna
Thank
go back
y'all.
and listen to your music and write. Y'all have a good evening.
All right.
All
Thank you.
Bye bye.
right.
Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye bye.